Lieutenant Governor, are you going to continue using the Governor's Council to get six-figure jobs for your friends?
This has been a practice that predates our administration. The most important thing are that individuals who come forward that want to serve in public positions, that there is integrity in the process. I believe in the process that our administration has, and it's a process that predates the Baker Polito administration. If your question is with regard to the judicial nominating process, this is a process that has multiple components to it. The first component is a blind review of all applicants' information that comes in to the system. Blind review is just that. These are applications that do not have a name associated with them, and there is a standard that has to be met before this applicant can then move on to a 21-person judicial nominating commission. The Judicial Nominating Commission then further vets the credentials of these individuals to make sure that they are qualified for the job in which they have applied to. And then further beyond that, there is an independent body called the Judicial Board of Attorneys that are not appointed or connected to our administration that do a further rating of the individual who is seeking a nomination and confirmation, and they rate the individual as qualified, highly qualified, or not qualified. And that does weigh into our decision around whether or not we nominate an individual. That's an important independent assessment of the individuals that come through this process. And then the ultimate check and balance is the one that's just set up in our laws of Massachusetts, which has an 8-member elected governor's council that is charged with reviewing the governor's nominations to the courts. And they have the opportunity to publicly question the nominees and also do their own due diligence, inquiring of witnesses that present and also witnesses that are not named by the applicant to do a further deep dive, if you will, to see if this individual is qualified for the position. So I believe in the process. It's one that's been sort of tested over time and over different administrations, and it's one that we will continue to use.
All right, thanks everybody.
Has the governor asked you to stop or raise any concerns about appointing people with close ties to you personally?
Well, as I said, this is a process that is blind. If an individual comes through the blind review, this is a qualified individual. If there is a person that's known to either the governor or me, I would hate to see a qualified individual held back because they have some knowledge of who we are in our communities. The governor and I have been very diligent about our own hirings in our executive office, our executive branch, our cabinet of secretaries, to make sure that we have the very best people to serve in government. The judicial nominating process is also a process that should encourage individuals who want to serve in the courts to apply, to know that the process stands up to be open and available to anyone that wishes to apply, and that there is a very high standard and a high bar to meet to actually come out as a nominated individual and ultimately confirmed by the Governor's Council.
All right.